I'm Craig Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Every relationship is different and every breakup is different. Work with me and you'll get professional help on your situation. And if you're in no contact focused on personal growth, my Knowledge Workbook series and Creative Healing course can help you make changes like you've never made before. Available now at AskCraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
And I'm Coach Victoria.
And in this video, we're going to be talking to you about my ex blocked me 2 years later.
Interesting.
You know, what's so interesting is that, when you're going through the breakup, you feel like your ex is going to forget about you and move on right away. And, of course, that can happen. But a lot of times when we have a strong bond with somebody, they think about you for years. Mm-hmm. And they wonder how you're doing for years. And here we have another example of somebody kind of getting blocked after 2 years.
It just makes you question, what's going on in their life that came up.
Yeah. It's like, why now?
Yeah.
Why are you blocking me all of a sudden? What happened? Are you hiding something, or are you not wanting to see me? Or
are you in a new relationship?
Yeah. Very interesting. Mm-hmm. So I've got an email here today that I wanted to share because I thought this is interesting. They said, "Hey, team." Another person that said, "Hey, team."
Part of the team.
I found your show after I went through a breakup. I was anxious, and I would say I did everything wrong in October of 2021. I begged, handwritten letter. I struggled with suicidal thoughts, believing I was so much unwanted. And a lot of people feel like that going through a breakup.
Yeah.
So if you ever do have those kind of thoughts, please find someone to talk to. There are different resources depending upon where you live in the world.
Right. There's a suicide hotline, which now a lot of the hotlines you can access via text or via chat online. And sometimes it might take a minute. I know there's criticisms on the hotlines that it might take a minute to connect with someone. Please hang in there. Please talk to someone. Please get the help that you need.
Yeah. Things do get better, even though breakups can feel like the worst you've ever felt in your life. They do get better. Time does make you feel better. Your body is releasing all kinds of chemicals and stress hormones that you feel devastated at the time. But over time, those things do improve as well. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me go on here. In early 2022, I went into no contact. I got a therapist, worked out, got your workbook packet, deleted social media. I focused on just myself. I got promoted at work. I am on track to be financially successful per my definition. I feel good about myself.
I like that.
So all this is great so far, right? They really worked hard on themselves. Further things to add. I reactivated my Facebook in the summer of 2024. Found I was blocked on Facebook within less than a day. Her account was private anyways, and I did not reach out. So, sounds like as soon as she saw him reactivate the Facebook, she blocked him?
Interesting. Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
I had her number in my phone, and I think Facebook linked us to it. Yeah, that's probably right. Mm-hmm. So it was a recommended contact. The blocking had caused me to relapse into feelings of not worthwhile. Okay, so I think he means like not feeling good about himself,
right, like
not worthy.
Of worthlessness. Yeah.
I don't think English is the first language here. So I pushed harder on self-improvement.
Okay. December
of 2024, I created an Instagram account. Over a year later, 2 days ago, I updated my profile picture of me at a tropical ocean. I saw I was blocked within 24 hours. So it is odd that she's blocking him this long out of nowhere. I mean, maybe she just happened to see his profile and recommendations again.
Right, it's possible. But I wonder if there could be a part of her that's checking to see if there has been any changes and blocking based off of if she thinks he's active on these social media accounts. That's my guess.
It's really confusing. Mm-hmm. And because, they haven't had contact and for so long, it's hard to know what made her do that, right? I mean, he reactivated the Instagram, or he created the Instagram. And then when he updates the profile picture, for some reason, she must have seen that somehow.
Yeah. That's what it
Very
sounds
odd.
like. It is very odd. And it also makes me wonder more of the context of how they broke up, what exactly happened there. Because it sounds like there's something about the situation that she's really trying to avoid. She doesn't want contact with him. She wants to, block any kind of access to herself.
And there's a little bit more here. He says, I saw I was blocked within 24 hours. Note, her account was private. I know I obsessed over typing her name in the search bar, but I never made contact. I know I was a blessing to her. I have been in no contact for 4 years. Honestly, the blocking this time felt good versus bad. I am not forgotten and will keep building my own empire. Your new empire. Never mind. I hope she finds peace. That's a Star Wars reference.
I figured.
They'll get it. They'll appreciate it. Well, this is really odd, right? I mean, her account was private, so he couldn't even view what was going on with her anyway.
Yeah.
So it's really confusing as to why she blocked him on Facebook and then Instagram so much later.
And no contact for 4 years, so it sounds like there's been a good amount of space there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very interesting. But people do unusual things and confusing things sometimes. And, I'm glad he feels that it's good, right? At this time, he's saying, this time I feel good about it.
Yeah.
And I think maybe it's because he's like, well, you know what? She's still thinking about me.
Yeah.
She blocked me again. She's thinking about me.
Yeah, I'm glad that he's not taking it personal in a negative way, because it sounds like the first time around he tied it back to that feeling of worthlessness. It almost re-triggered that feeling of rejection that he might have felt during the breakup, and we know that the breakup was very difficult for him. So I'm glad that he's able to reframe this and view this from a different lens, but still focus on himself.
Yeah.
And it sounds like he's confused by the blocking just as much as we are, but it also sounds like he's not giving up on his goals at this point, especially 4 years later. So he's had his own time to rebuild himself, build his self-esteem, go to therapy, work on his mental health. So it sounds like he's doing a good job of taking care of himself.
Yeah, it is really unusual that it happens like this. I mean, to get blocked so many years later, when you're not reaching out, their account is private anyway, so you can't see it anyway. It's like, okay. It's like, are you in a relationship now and you're afraid he's going to reach out? I mean, it just kind of feels like an impulsive, immature thing to do.
Yeah.
But we don't really know anything about why they broke up or what happened there. But, I do love how much work he's done on himself. That's great to see that he's really turned his life around in so many incredible ways. And now he's not taking it personal anymore. And I don't think he should.
People deal with breakups very differently. People process breakups very differently, and people manage their relationships with their exes very differently. So it sounded like she, in this particular situation, felt it was appropriate to block, and we have to respect that. So it sounds like he's doing his best to move on and view it from a different lens and rebuild himself. So
Sure.
Props to him.
And people will do the opposite. They will add you on social media years later.
Yeah.
I mean, I had an ex, I think maybe it was last year, that probably added me on social media after, I guess it was over a decade.
Oh my God.
Right? Yeah. And I'd have to think about it because I didn't really think about how long it had been, but it had been a really long time.
Yeah.
And, so people reach out after years. They'll add you on social media after years. And they'll block you after years.
Yep.
So unless we really know what she was thinking or had some clues, you can't really put too much thought into it. But it does happen.
Yeah.
And it does feel weird when it happens to you.
Yeah, it does.
And it throws you off a little bit. And you're like, that was odd. Why did they do that?
Yeah.
But if it's ever happened to you, leave a comment. Share. We like to hear what happens in you guys' situations.
Yeah, people act all sorts of ways on social media. Sometimes has us scratching our heads, but it sounds like he's trying to focus on himself and do his own thing and do something a little different. So,
All right, so hopefully this one's been helpful to you. If you want to get our help personally, you can do that on my website, askcraig.net. I do email coaching and I do Zoom calls. Coach Victoria is also available for Zoom calls.
I'm here whenever you'd like to chat.
Just click on her name on the top of the website to schedule with her. But that's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
And I'm Coach Victoria.
And we will talk with you soon.